Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Coffee and Crypto. I'm Dec, I'm your host for today, filling in for Don. Don is a busy boy today, got a lot on, some one-to-ones with clients over at Crypto Glasgow. So I will be filling in for the day. But first things first, how unprofessional of me. First things first, we like to go through the prices to see the prices. We've got a lot to cover in today's video. Just want to show you the narrative that the news are spinning on the whole XRP situation. So yeah, it's going to be a interesting stream, shall we say. So first things first, prices, let's have a look. So we've got Bitcoin sitting at $29,800. It's down over the last 7 days. As we've seen, it's starting to break down lower, down 4% for the week. Ethereum, $1,800. XRP, $77. I wish it was $77. 77 cents. So it is now down 2.7% on the week. BNB sitting at $244, Cardano 31 cents, Solana $25, Dogecoin 7 cents, and Tron 8 cents. So that is the prices. Of course, we had XRP breakout last week. I don't know how it's still down for the 7 days. So it broke out on the 13th. That was a long time. It feels like it happened yesterday, the breakout. But we did break out on XRP. Seen a small pullback down to 70 cents. Made it all the way back up to 84 cents. Now we're back down around 77 cents. So personally, not the news saying this, XRP looks really, really good. But I'm going to show you how the news likes to spin things. I'm going to show you this first, and then I'm going to dive into the articles. So, first of all, there's two stories from the same two news provider, which is Cointelegraph. I believe that all the news media in crypto is now corrupt. It's all corrupt now, I would say personally. Now, a friend of ours, Jordan, has set up his own news provider, which is Crypto Saving Expert. They do report on news. So I would say he isn't corrupt. So that is a news source that could be more reliable than the likes of these pages who are now corrupt. Back in the day, he had Cointelegraph, he had CoinDesk, who were more open, but I believe now they're compromised. Maybe not corrupt, but compromised. They're paid the same as just traditional media. They're paid to put out specific articles. So here is the same news provider, and we've got XRP price can fall 40% by September. The same news provider, we have got Bitcoin echoes move that ended in 40% gains. So the story is that the Bitcoin maxis are really, really, really angry at the fact that XRP and Ripple won the most important part of the lawsuit. So essentially, XRP now is the only cryptocurrency that is written into law that is not a security. It is written into law. You can't take that back. You can't change that. It is written into law. Now, Bitcoin maximalists, I like to think of myself as a Bitcoin maxi. I really, really like Bitcoin. However, I'm open to the fact that there's more than one crypto. There's more than enough room for one crypto. So I would say I'm a Bitcoin bull. Maybe I'm a Bitcoin maxi. I don't know, but I like a lot of other cryptocurrencies and I like the thought of new innovations. So yeah, but Bitcoin maxis have been going insane since Ripple won the case, and they're spinning the media that Ripple never won, that it was a big loss for Ripple, but Ripple's the only XRP is the only cryptocurrency that is written into law that is not a security. So I think that's a win. And Brad Garlinghouse thinks that's a win. The rest of the team at Ripple thinks that's a win. XRP holders think it's a win. XRP investors think it's a win. So it is a win. It's in law. You can't get any more than that. And you've seen Gary Gensler as well saying, yeah, I'm going to need to think about that opinion. It's like, it's not an opinion, mate. It's law. Law is different from opinion. So yeah, there's a lot of denial out there in the Bitcoin community with the SEC, Gary Gensler, a lot of denial. But let's jump more into these stories. So first of all, Bitcoin is going to pump 40% according to Cointelegraph, and XRP is going to drop 40%. Which is the reason for the title of this video. Experts say that Ripple's going to crash or whatever it is. So XRP is currently mirroring a trend from April to June 2021 that preceded the price falling by 65% in the following few months. This is brilliant. And I love this. I love these stories because it's these negative stories that can help push XRP to the moon, basically. It will make people scared. It will make them sell out. And I'm not buying it. Until XRP hits my target, I'm not buying any of these news. I never buy the news. And that's why Don does Coffee and Crypto, just to show you what the news actually is, the truth behind the news. Because if you're just to come on here and read it and say, you would say, oh my God, XRP is going to fall 40%, but Bitcoin's going to pump 40%. I'll sell my XRP and I'll buy Bitcoin. That's what the news want you to do. That's why you should tune into Coffee and Crypto every morning, because Don reads the news, but he tells you, that's a load of shit, that's a load of shit, that's a load of nonsense, this is fake, those numbers are wrong. So yeah, it's very important. That's why we do these things. But anyway, the double-digit percentage gains for XRP, and you can just feel the anger and the frustration and the cope for the people that say these things about XRP. It's hilarious. If I had more time, I would have got up some things on Twitter as well. But the double-digit percentage gains for XRP this month may have reached an exhaustion point, reflecting the trends elsewhere in the crypto market. This follows the euphoria surrounding Ripple's partial win against the United States SEC, resulting in bullish calls for as high as $15 in the coming months. So we can see here that we've got BitBoy. $15 is reasonable, I believe, in 18 months or so. Okay, fair. If they IPO and time it correctly, it could be up to $35. Now, I don't buy into that one. $35, too high for me. Make no mistake, it may not go that high, but XRP is breaking an all-time high this cycle. Save some sort of pointless, vindictive SEC appeal. Low chance. So yeah, let's dive in further to this. So nonetheless, fractal analysis of XRP's recent candlestick and price momentum patterns hint that sharp market correction is not off the table. So yeah, I'm not going to give this news article any more airtime. As of July 20th, XRP is up 70%, outperforming the broader market. So yeah, the analysts are saying that XRP is going to fall 40%. Now, should we get up the chart and see where that will take us to? Because let's be honest, it's not off the table. XRP pumped over 100% in a day. Pumped over 100% in a day. So if it pulls back 40%, cool, go for it, because we're up. So from this current price right now, would take us down to 45 cents. So if we do go down to 45 cents, I will be buying more. I've mentioned this on member streams. I've mentioned it in alpha. The prices that I will be buying XRP at. I'm not buying it right now. Too high. I've been buying it for 30 cents, 20 cents for the past few years. I'm not buying it now. It's up at 80 cents. So that is the XRP news. Next one, we've got Bitcoin Bollinger Bands echo move that ended in 40% gains in January. So the Bollinger Bands, let's see if it's got a photo of them here. Basically, when the Bollinger Bands tighten up, it indicates there's a big move coming, like we've seen in the past. So This would be good, and this would tie in with XRP pumping, because if Bitcoin is to have an explosive move now, XRP will rip to the moon. It will rip to the moon. I believe it's going to rip to the moon anyway without Bitcoin, if Bitcoin is to stay sideways. However, if Bitcoin moons, it's just a green light for the entire market to rip and roar. So yeah, the Bitcoin Bollinger Bands are saying that there is a huge 40% move coming, but 40% gains in Bitcoin right now, that sounds a bit large to me, 40% gains in Bitcoin, but let's have a look and see where 40% gains would take us to if we were to pump from here. So 40% gains from today's price would take us to $40,000. That's not off the cards, to be honest. And if you've been paying attention to any of the other live streams or Twitter, CT Pro, you know that I've been going on about this range for a long time now. A good few months I've been talking about it. We've been in this range for the last 13 months. And I need to keep extending it because it just keeps going on and on and on. But I'm in the opinion that we're going to break lower in this range and continue in this range until the halving. But that doesn't mean that XRP can't explode on its own whilst Bitcoin stays in here. But if we're to pop out from here, I'm all for it. I am all for it. Next on the list, we have UK banks. Again, this is one I'm going to debunk as a pile of nonsense. UK banks risk losing licenses for debanking customers over political views. The British government may impose tighter freedom of speech protections on banking permits following a public dispute between Nigel Farage and Coutts Bank. This is a pile of garbage, pile of nonsense. This is what you call gaslighting. If you don't know what gaslighting is, have a Google, understand gaslighting, because majority of news is just gaslighting. That is how the mainstream media, that's how the governments, that's how they roll. They gaslight. So the story is to make all of us believe that the UK banks are really, the UK government is really angry that banks are closing people down for their political views. That is total nonsense. The banks are the government. The government own the banks. They're all the same thing. The elites are the same people. And the views that Nigel Farage has is against the UK government. So this is entire gaslighting. This is total lies. This is total and utter lies. But again, if you maybe didn't watch Coffee and Crypto and you just tuned into the news, you'd be like, oh my God, the UK banks are going to lose the licenses. Impossible. Garbage. Nonsense. That is never going to happen, ever. But let's read the article and see what nonsense they spew. So the British government is reportedly set to announce measures that could see banks stripped of their licenses if they choose to debank customers due to their political views. Lies. Utter lies. Utter lies. This is to make the public believe that the government cares about free speech. Utter lies. Wow, this is one of the worst gaslighting stories I've ever seen. And also, you'll notice as well, this is a bit of a side note, that I use Brave browser. Don, I don't know why Don doesn't, or he slags me for using Brave browser. It's the best browser by far. You don't get any ads popping up and annoying you down the side of the screen. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. Brave browser is the one to go. So back to this amazing story. So a July 20th report from the Times. Again, the newspapers, the banks, the government, they're all the same people. They're literally all the same people. But they all say, oh, we're going to investigate them, we're going to ban them. But they're all the same people. They're all on the same team. That's like when you get in the government's going to investigate something that happened in the government investigate the government, and they found that nothing was done wrong. Everything is nonsense. Anyway, so a July 20th report from the Times, the government said the UK government's is considering tighter conditions on banking permits that would seek to protect freedom of speech. Oh my God. A final decision is yet to be made, but the UK Treasury is expected to announce new rules within the next week. It gets to me. I'm excited for a time when I am not a crypto content creator and I don't need to look at this because it damages my brain. Honestly, it really damages my brain. Just reading lies over and over and reading gaslighting stuff. It affects you mentally. But let's read on. So the new provisions would reportedly force banks to give customers 3 months notice before closing their accounts. They already do this anyway. I've had a bank account closed down for no reason, without political views, unless RBS watch my content, which they don't. The move comes in the wake of a dispute between politically conservative former politician Nigel Farage and the UK private bank Coutts, which boasts British royal family members as clients. So Coutts closed Farage's bank account, saying that his account had fallen below its threshold, but leaked documents later revealed it was because of his conservative views did not align with their values. Right, so this is a pile of nonsense anyway, right? But I've got another take on it. And this actually agrees with the banks. If the banks don't want Nigel Farage or me, if they don't want any of us, is that not up to their discretion? It's their business. At the end of the day, if there's an absolute idiot that wants to join CC Pro, I'll just say, no, you're not joining because you're an idiot. It's my discretion. So, I don't know. I've been kicked out RBS for no reason. My family was kicked out RBS for no reason. It's annoying. It's very inconvenient. But at the end of the day, it's their bank. Can they choose? What do you think of that in the comments? Am I wrong on that? Like, it's their company at the end of the day. So why should they need to allow everyone to join their company? Again, it's just my free thought believes, look, it's their company. They can choose whoever they want to cater to. That's fair enough. So, yeah, the story itself is a enormous lie and gaslighting, but at the end of the day, I'm fine with it, because if the banks want to ban people for whatever reason, it's their company at the end of the day, so it is what it is. My missus was kicked out of RBS too. Yeah, a lot of people have been kicked out of RBS. NatWest owns Coutts. And there we go. So NatWest owns Coutts and the UK government owns 48% of NatWest. Exactly. And NatWest owns RBS. So, yes, that is that. But quick one before we go. So have a look at XRP before we move on to the next one. So I marked this out in the chat on the previous live stream. So we've got here the XRP chart. We've got maybe buy at 50 cents. I'll think about it. Sell the house and kids all in 38 cents. So that is a little free chart for you to have a look at if you're interested in that. But that is all for today. If you aren't in the original and best crypto education Discord, there is a link down below where you can check that out, where you can join there, and we will see you in there. We've got a lot coming up next week. We've got another in-person course. There is 3 in-person courses this year. One in June is done. The one in July is next week, and then we've got one in November, and then that is it, done. It's build on time. We don't have any more time for in-person stuff. So, yeah, if you're interested in any of that, send us an email, send us a message, jump in CC Pro, and we will be back very soon for more. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you could leave us a like, it'd be appreciated. And we will see you on Monday for another episode of Coffee and Crypto. Cheers.